Thank you for telling me. Good. And we're good. There we go. Good. Thank you, Arid Hill, very much. Now the audio is fixed. I'm going to throw this linku in chat. And pin it to the top. Okay. Good. So that is... There we go. Good. Alright. So that is Blurps and the coffee for the channel. You want to support us? That's where to do it. And if you want to play the funny sounds, that's where to do it as well. Okay. I am going to just start us right into a mission, and let's get into this. Turn the sound up a little bit. Should be good. Yep. Audio's good. 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 Okay, thank you very much for telling me that, Arid Hill. I would have kept talking without turning on the audio. Damn it! YouTube, shut up! You're retarded. Praise God. Coffee is keeping me alive. I am more wired up than an FBI agent trying to sell an unlicensed firearm to a... mentally ill manual transmission. So, yeah, let's get into this. Hopefully we can get thrown into a mission pretty quickly. Coffee is keeping me fully awake and operational. How is your weekend gone, chat? Mine is improving by the moment. I cleaned my screen and got all the, caked on weird stuff off of it. I don't know how a lot of that got there. No idea, in fact. I had something that looked like... It looked like what happens when you're making caramel on the stove and a little bit of it, spills out on the top and gets stuck to it. You have to scrape it off with a spatula. Yeah, that's what I had on the screen of my setup here, and I was just like, what is that? Why is that there? Anyway, I got all that cleaned off, and I can actually see things so much better now. Good lord, video game.
Face. Sir, you got a war face? Ah! That's a war face! Now let me see your war face!
Ah! Thank you very much for the blurb, Grizzled. It's good to see you. How are you doing, man? Hold up. Yeah, we'll take this out. Just trying to get out of my prop plane pushed on through. And get done with this. How's your weekend going, Grizzle? Welcome to the show, good sir. We are finally mostly into jets. We just have one airplane to fill out here. We'll play some jets, we'll play some tanks today, don't worry. I hope your weekend and week thus far has been excellent. Happy Easter. For those of you who celebrate. And happy Resurrection Sunday for those of you who are weird and Christian like me. Hi, my weekend is going quite well. Crap. I'm fine, don't worry about it. I'm fine. I can hide behind this bush. Perfect. Well, in the bush. We all love to be inside bushes anyway. My weekend is going pretty darn good, Grizzle. I've had a lot of coffee. I'm fully awake, fully functional. I got my milking done before stream, so I don't have to worry about doing that. Like a glove. Yes, there we go. Squeezed right on in there, and we're repaired. Let's go. Let's go put cannons in holes. I actually have some things I need. I could probably pull out and show chat, and it would be really cool later. Raise. Okay. Flaps are up. Wait, what? Of course, it's an F-86A. I'm not gonna catch him.
Who wants coffee? If anybody wants coffee, I'm making the coffee. What do you want? You want coffee? Yeah.
I've got plenty of coffee, and I made the coffee. Thank you very much. They're out here bullying our poor jets. That Kika is an annoying little Japanese thing. Pretty sure it's Japanese. Not a big fan. Don't like having to fight it. It's got a good turn radius, so if you're in a jet, it's pure death. Oh boy. Okay, F2H. Missed. This is gonna be rough. Critical hit. We're doing a good impression of a... Yeah, it's done. It is so over. Got pounded like a black dude at a Diddy party. Let's go. Excellent opening to the stream right there. Kill assist, nice. So, this is the F-84G 21RE, and it is the upgraded version of the F-84 Thunderjet, and it is very nice. I like it a lot. And we are going to be using it, and the plane I was just using, which is the Bearcat, to grind out. Severe damaged him. That's good. Did he hit one of my fuel tanks? He did, little bastard. We're going to be using it, as well as the Bearcat and the rest of our planes in our lineup, to grind out the... Okay, we heard him. Banshee. As I forget the exact designation for the Banshee. But yes, the Banshee, which is in the line that gets us to the Cougar, and I want the Cougar because it gets... He's flying the same thing we are, and he's probably undamaged, so he can probably fly a lot better than we can. He just moved sideways, which is an interesting trick. We'll say that. Trying to not provide an easy target for these gentlemen. Okay, he's down. There's a Horton Ho, also known as your average conservative influencer. Well, female conservative influencer. And F3D is in deep need of being removed from the board, if at all possible. What is behind me? There's something high, I think. Yep, it's the Ho. No, it's the HE-162. Scary little bastard. Don't like him. Tough one to kill. Very tough one to kill. Kai! Don't like the Kai. Kai is gay. Annoying little... Come here. Come here. Hopefully we can prevent him from working, Gristle. Overmuch. He just dropped a serious bomb onto that poor ship. Can you not... Sir, we're here to contact you about your jet's extended warranty. My ability to move is not not great right now. Not great at all. It's that wings all torn up, so our ability to move is so significantly lowered. Let's see if I can actually get down here and repair. Oh, that's an enemy jet, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Phrases the average liberal arts student is unfamiliar with for 500. Come on, guys. Cut a fella a break here. 4 kill assists, 2 kills, not bad. And we did land. We actually did land. Although we got strafed. We did land. Okay. It is a closer affair than I thought it would be. Like, it's not an Angelina Jolie, Billy Bob Thornton close affair, but it is a lot closer than I thought we would wind up getting in this match. That F-86 really wants a piece of me, I think. Nope, he wants a piece of him. Big old bombs underneath the wing make it a little hard to... Hey. Please tell me that actually hit him. Please, God, tell it did not. Damn it. Hi, Nanny. Yes, we are dogfighting. Crit. There goes half of his wing. Yeah, as you can tell, I am in a sterling mood today, Natty. Oh God, he is very close. Ow. I got up in the woods. Got a good walk in. I've had a lot of coffee. Awful lot of coffee. And now I am bullying and getting bullied by a lot of enemy airplanes. Ah, there we go. Big money, big money, big money, big money, and it's gonna suck, isn't it? Yep, it is. Blech. It is Easter, and it is a great day. A glorious day. Wait, what did I just recycle? I don't even know what I did. Okay, it's fine. I'm sure nothing bad will happen out of that at all. Let me just... If I did recycle 2 items, I can get a new one. He is risen indeed. Yes. Yuck, another one of those. Can we not? My folks went to church today and left behind some rather excellent chocolate cake, which I also had some of that, and that is, good stuff. Repair rank. Let's buff that up a little higher, if we can. Then we'll switch over to weapon reload speed, so we can really put some hurt on people. Actually, you know what? We just got into it. Let's throw on a top tier tank mission real quick. I hope you've had a great Easter, Natty. great weekend overall. My brother threw a great big shindig over at his place the other day. I spent all yesterday setting up cow fence, which was a lot of work, but I got it done. So I'm very happy with that. My forearms, I don't know if you can see this, but I have forearms that are very, very sore because I've actually started milking the cow again, and that makes them hurt an awful lot. Because she's like giving like 1.5 gallons right now, or 1.25 gallons. And let me tell you, that is very painful when you haven't been doing it for a little while. It's also giving me forearms that make it look like I spend my all of my evenings in a goon cave, but I swear I don't, usually. Overall, it's been... But I have a great sense of accomplishment because I finally got all that done. I forgot how many backups I have for all of these vehicles. The Abrams and the 120S especially.
Into your vehicle.
I do have grip strength like a gorilla right now. It also has the unintended side effect of making your arm look like a very veiny object. I'm not going to finish that sentence. Anyway, we're not that far into the stream yet, so we're still in the first 20 minutes. Let's try and keep it fairly PG. Okay, PG-19. Alright. See, Gooners never die. Wait, that's Goonies. Never mind. Okay. Carefully, because we want to stay... Yeah, this is going to be one of those matches. Sadly, it also makes your forearms really sore. You're the type of guy liberal girls want and hate. They want to hate me, perhaps. I don't think I'm exactly the type most of those are into. After all, I have very old-fashioned ideas about certain things. Let me just blow up my barrel with a little fudge muffin. Back when I milked cows by hand, I was the same, could crush an English walnut nut in my bare hand. For some reason, this field reminds me of that scene from the original Red Dawn. Damn it. MBT-70 and up the honkus. Speaking of the type of dudes the liberal chicks are usually into. Oh god, there's a helicopter up. Please, can you... There you go. Hit him with the main gun. That was funny. The winter ambush scene, yeah. I have never done that, Grizzled. There have been... I've done dear, he's about to explode. Let's help our buddy here. Fresh milk is great. Shaking butter is honestly something I've wanted to do for a prank for the channel. And it actually looks... So, Grizzled, it actually looks like... Because if you shake butter the easiest way, you put it in a quart jar, and then you go up and down like this, and that turns it into butter. That's how you make butter with fresh cream. And I've been very tempted to do that on stream, like come into a stream. With that would be funny. Also probably get me in trouble with the YouTube gods. Stop, tiger. Naughty. Boy. They do have other tools for that. You can get a dedicated churner, but those are A, hard to clean, and B, really only something you need if you're doing like really big batches. I'm in third. Are we doing this again? We're doing this again, aren't we? Can you not pound me in the hind end, please, sir? Okay, he's down. Missed it by just a second. But yeah, quart jars are for me the easiest way to do it. They do have little ones for half gallons, but those, if you want to get a good one, those are usually a lot more expensive. And a lot harder to find. If you want to get the older ones. If you want to get the new ones, they're not cheap either. It's usually just easy. It's really easy to just shake it. Which is actually really good exercise, because it's basically you're shaking a 2-pound dumbbell for 15 minutes or more. It certainly gives your arms a workout. Okay. And hover. Aww. Hey, we survived to the end. Immediately gets cast. Still, that'll help us recuperate some of the costs of dealing with airplanes, because, dude, I have been buying a lot of airplanes. And jets are not cheap. Like, one jet is... Shake it, don't break it, it took your moment. But yeah, I find shaking butter a lot of fun. It's one of those, like, mindless bitch work jobs that actually is quite rewarding. Not to mention, fresh butter, like, there's a difference between butter from a store and fresh shaken butter. Especially if you salt it yourself. Because it is just, it's so good. Dang it, Grizzle. And fresh butter on fresh homemade bread that you made yourself is heavenly. There are many things that I can complain about living on a farm. The food isn't one of them. Usually. Probably better for you too, yeah. Well, partially because it's also good because you just know what the cow's been eating. Don't mind me, gentlemen. I'm just gonna be right here. So what you do is the whey, and you'll get a little excess like milk too, is you put it in a dish, like a bowl, okay? And if you do it right, you shake it to the point where it's in a lump in the middle of your jar, okay? And then you dump it into a bowl, and you get the, is there a helicopter up? There's not a helicopter up. Okay, we're good. And then you dump the whey out, either into a dish or just into the sink if you're not intending on keeping it. And then you salt it, and then you get a spoon, a big flat spoon. Big, beautiful flat spoon. And you pat the butter. Like, you run it across the top. You gotta rub it. And once you got it rubbed, then you can, that gets the rest of the excess, like whey and all that out. Where did it go? Ouch. So, yeah. It's not that hard to do. It just requires you to, there is a trick to it. And after that, you can just set it in a dish and eat it at your leisure. It's pretty good. I usually do that when I'm like listening to an audiobook or something. It's a job like dishes. It's kind of mind-numbing, but you gotta do it anyway. Of course, I have a brother who likes putting cream in his coffee, the little weirdo. Challenger. So he's always coming over and being like, "You got me cream?" I'm like, "No, I turned it into butter a week ago." Which is hyperbole a little bit, but just a little bit. Is that a PZ-35T? What is a Panzer 35? It sounds unpleasant. Oh, he's close. Oh, he is very close. Can I, like, shoot him at the... I'm not moving. Let me shoot him, please. He's finally dead. What is going on here? Challenger DS needs to go. Got his engine. This map usually turns into an absolute slugfest by the end, and that's about how it's shown up so far. I shot that dude in the foot, he'd be dead by now. Das ist Bullscheiße. Still, we're doing okay as far as Silver Lions go, and that was the main purpose for going back and running around in tanks for a little bit. I have had a rather rough time with jets because I've just been buying so many. So yeah, as far as jets go, right now we are researching the F-2H Banshee, the F2H2 Banshee, and then I'm probably going to go for the F80 C10, because it gets an awful lot of secondary weapons that are very cool. And then we're going to go up the Cougar line, because, look, I'm a sucker for guided missiles. And, yeah. Not having to get into slug fights with all those big, sweaty, scary airplanes is a good thing. Oh, man. I really do love the TOW-2As, and the TOW-2Bs are really good at killing, like, light stuff. We're gonna probably go to Alpha on this one.
Into your vehicle.
Hey, Sandy! I am doing excellent. I'm glad you had a good Easter lunch. What'd you cook? Did you get a big ham, or what did you make? Or have made? Frickin' Stritzwagen. Like on, you filthy Swede! This is fun. Okay, we need to go park our butts over here in the corner where we're a little bit safer. And we'll launch a scout UAV. See what we can see. We got an M3A3 Bradley over there. Awful lot of enemies. I didn't cook anything, thankfully. My lovely sister takes care of Easter. I get to make 2 dinners for Christmas. Ooh. That's interesting. Oh, that's an RDFLT. Speaking of getting eaten for lunch, that Bradley is worrisome, though. I wonder if he has the same shells I do, or if he's still stuck with the early tier. I hope he is. Certainly hope so. He's focused on the other dude, so we're gonna... Come on. Thank you. He's an accommodating bad guy. That's unpleasant. On, baby. Okay.
Laser points, enemy spotted.
Hail, Rick. Good to see you, man. Hope you're having a lovely Easter. Wait, we can move. We can move. We should move. We should move, like, right now. Where are we? Why are we stuck against something? Ow. Oh, we're getting pushed back hard. Having zombies a real day? Neterror.exe does not compute. Oh god, what is... That's a leopard! That's what that is. I do not like the leopard. They are very mean. Slowly back up. Probably should have gone through him, but I'll just accept it and move on. They have air up. No, we don't have we do have an SPAA. Okay. I'll take the 120S. Probably be better SPAA than the SPAA because I'm just that kind of way. Oh no, he's actually doing his job. Well done, sir. Good for you. Impressive. Most impressive. If you saw a guy crawl out of a sepulcher 3 days after burial, what would you call it? That lab is making an interesting life decision. Not one I would make, but definitely a life decision you can make. Imagine being those poor Roman guards. You're just sitting there like, you know, fairly easy job. Just gotta make sure this dude's kooky followers don't haul off his body. Rises from the dead. Bob? Jerry? Where's the body of Christ? He's risen, Jerry. Okay, where? That's an MBT. It's definitely an MBT. There's an enemy light tank coming too. They're screaming brains, brains, and you know it's a politician. Yeah. Come on. Poke out. You know you want to. Come on, buddy. Got him. And his driver is gone. And his back end is gone. I'm gonna try and push up and help my ZDZ brother over here. Probably get shot in the process. Nope, he got him. Good man. Deport your citizens to America so they can deport them again. Yeah. Oh my, looky what that is. That's a poor little SPAA over there. Hi Abrams, how you doing, buddy? Pity the poor guy who brought that in here. Bit like clubbing seals at the moment. Is that a lurv? That is a lurv. What's he doing here? Speaking of weird Swedish vehicles. Hey, buddy. You know what isn't out? My gun.
Armor piercing. Loading.
We're hunting rabbits. It's called deportation ping pong. What? What is that? And how worried should I be? Okay, not that worried. Especially when they suppose that Maryland data is the best game winner money can buy. I am. What? What are you doing there, bud? Speaking of what are you doing, Mr. Oslot. Black rack.
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits.
Thank you very much for the blurb, Grizzle. And we do have the blurbs on, folks, so if you feel so inclined.
Duck season. Rabbit season. Duck season. Rabbit season. Duck season. Rabbit fun. Whale season. Duck feet.
Thank you very much for the blurb brick. And heavy on this. What? Oh, he has spawn protection. That explains it. Well, we won that one. Second place. Very good. Thank you very much for the blurps, guys. The blurps are helping a lot. We're within like a hair's breadth of getting affiliate on blurps, so keep them coming. Oh, the lab AD. How doth I love thee. Field repair tank loader. Ooh, so us right into a match. Good. Good. Oh. It's like, yay! Oh, no. That looks painful. Crypto Daddy. There's a name. That's half of my followers. Hi on Twitter. Buy our crypto. It's like, no, you're fucking weirdos. Bitch, I have barely enough money to slake away an actual tangible, fungible assets. Do you think I have money to spend on funny money?
Who is responsible for this? I demand that you show yourself. Who are you?
Ramsonol. Please die, sir. Non-pen. Please, God. Come on. Gotcha. You bigster. No. Please, make it stop.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
That is a Ramsagal, the most annoying tank to fight in this game. I fucking hate it. Any of the Israeli tanks are just so unfathomably wrong. They have way too fast of a reload speed. Stritzwagen, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! There we go. He's dead. Their ammo almost never explodes. They have too good of armor. They have a cannon that is way overpowered. And they are really, really, really hard to just generally kill. Because for some reason their crew members just don't die even if you put a 120mm spike through their forehead. It's like, oh, he has a mild concussion. It's like, no, he doesn't. He doesn't have a head left. Something traveling at that speed is going to make it explode. It's going to be vapor coating the inside of his tank. I bet the tats came from punching the faces of guys who want to get out of the game. Thank you, clickbait. How you doing, buddy? Not so good, huh? I will say I don't lose a whole lot of sleep over a lot of the folks getting deported. Thank you for the blurb result. I remember when our computer actually used to make that sound. That was a long time ago. Aaron Hill would know that. Thank you for the blooper, Aaron Hill. That was the computer we had Lord of the Rings Conquest on. Ah, those days were good. Give me a second, chat. I'm gonna pop out of here real quick and go take a...
Get your fat ass back here.
On Earth? Okay. Right. Okay, we are... two blurps playing over themselves. Okay. We have got... Sun City. Sun City's a fun map. I like Sun City a lot. I had a weird moment last night. Just a flash of inspiration struck me. I had recently been arguing with someone over the Lord of the Rings movies, as you do, and thank you for the books, by the way, Jim.
Down to me, that's nuts, down to me, sign them all, down to me.
Thank you for the blurb, Grizzled. Thank you very much, good sir. And the movies, I think, really ruined Aragorn as a character. Like, in a lot of ways. Just absolutely wrecked him as a character. From what he was supposed to be, to what they turned him into. Because a lot of what Aragorn's character is...
Give me a ping, Vasily. One ping only, please.
Yes, give me a ping, Vasily. Some things in here don't react well to bullets. Check and see who that was. That was Aridhale. Thank you very much, sir. That is one of my favorite blurbs.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Heart attack time. That's what's going on. We're hiding behind buildings at the moment. Hi, how you doing?
We no longer have the advantage.
Okay, he can't get out of the way. Okay, he's dead. For that one. Damn it. Oh, there's a big one coming. Oh. Please. I do not want to be fondled today. I'm gonna get fondled today. Violently.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
God, I got killed by Chinchilla Floof?
Thank you for the blurb, Barrett Hale, very much. God damn. That's humiliating. I need to kill him so I can recover my masculinity, or what's left of it. Oh, yay, it's a Kurnass. Good lord. Have all the artillery. Every other country except for America gets a really good SPAA that's just great at everything. Germany gets one. Got him. How does it taste?
I know they're all thinking I'm so white and nerdy, just too white and nerdy, I'm just too white and nerdy, can't you see I'm white and nerdy, look at me, I'm white and nerdy.
What the hell was that? Thank you, White and Nerdy. I forgot that song existed, but now I am remembering so much, and oh god. Ah, that brings back memories. How did you get over there, you absolute crud muffin?
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of. But you have heard of me.
Yes. I am probably the worst Warthunder player most people have ever seen, but you have at least now seen me. I pity you. Thank you very much for the blurb, Barrett Hale. I remember a lot of Weird Al songs now, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't know how many people who think Amish people are just like in Amish Paradise, and I'm here to tell you from personal experience, they are not. Nothing quite so idyllic. Oh god, they gave us full fuel tanks? Why are you this way? Dive like a fat chick on a... Dive like a black dude on a fat chick, we gotta go! Strela, every time. I should have set flares to... I need to set that command up. The flares just popping off occasionally. It is very appropriate. Highly appropriate in this case. Oh yeah, baby! The blurb. Oh, come on. Oh, the Japanese make some really cool planes.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
Got him.
But you have heard of me.
Thank you very much for the blurb, Grizzled. Oh god. I am gonna make it. I will make it. Damn you all! Ah. Japanese F4 Phantom for the win! Praise glorious Nippon. Oh god. Here.
Artillery strike. Coordinates. Echo. 5. Destroy.
Why do I hear another tank?
Artillery strike.
I need an adult?
Echo. 5. Destroy.
Like now? Someone has a jet and actually used it on him. That's impressive. Got a hit or two. Got him. Don't play chicken with me, you little... Don't play chicken with me, Ivanovich. Ah.
And I go, yeah, baby, because I'm the evil midnight bomber. What bombs at midnight? Ah!
Thank you very much for the blurb, Parrot Hale. Hopefully we don't get bombed this go around. I would like to not get bombed. Let's go. Okay, that way at least one side is covered. My heart is doing a hummingbird right now. I don't know whether that's the coffee or the game. If it explodes, Aerodhile, you know who to call. Why is it so slow? Did they change the time on the cap speeds? Okay, they're just shooting airplanes. We'll be fine, we'll be fine. Right. Let's push up into their spawn. Hopefully not get murked in the process. 7 people watching. Thank you all very much. I greatly appreciate it. We've actually managed to stay alive through most of Sun City. I don't usually make it this far in this map, but we've done pretty well here so far. Did some successful baiting. Please don't call 911. That will be a very odd conversation with a guy I actually know. Because I have a suspicion I know who would get called. He's a nice dude, but he'd be like, so why? So why does your heart explode? Well, you see, I was doing a live stream. Wait, you live stream? Yes, I live stream. And I wanted to actually be able to have a functioning personality. So I drank 2 pots of coffee beforehand, which is probably more caffeine than most humans are supposed to have in their system at one time. And my heart exploded. Why are you this way? It just happens, man. It just happens. I live stream, not OnlyFans, I swear. Well, you know, I lack the amount of boobs you need for OnlyFans by a factor of 2. I mean, I got pec muscles, but I don't have the titties most people are there for. Some people are there for ass. I don't judge much. Okay, I judge a lot, but we won't get into that. Keen vision, let's upgrade that. And we are researching the HSTVL while we are playing ground. So we are 136,000 XP out, roughly, from the HSTVL. God, if you read about that project, that is just one of those cursed projects. We tried to compromise with everybody and made nobody happy. Why do you assume? Well, this is true, Natty. This is true. And now I'm thinking about a certain study I read and I want to kill myself. Okay. Sometimes people do the weirdest shit. Oh, I need to kill SPGs. That's an interesting choice of things to have me go after today. Which means we need to go hunting, like, PZH-2000s and band cannons and that kind of thing. Which means I might need to go slum it and down tier for a little bit, just to be able to actually fight those, because they start not appearing at this tier, or around this tier, I should say. Summer Verdant camo. I need to change that camouflage at some point.
Crew positions. Ready up. Loader ready. Gunner ready. Loader ready.
I hope it actually plays your blurper at Hale, because I just saw it pop up down there in the chat, but it did not show up here. I'll, give me a second. Let me see if I can get it to play. Okay, it played for y'all, but I didn't hear it. I'm gonna refund that one. You can try and get that one to work again, but I think that blurb is, dead. Or non-functional. One of the two. Who's over there? That's a retard. Okay. As long as it's one of our retards, I'm fine with it. Oh no, I certainly hope no Russian tanks come around that corner at 90 miles an hour. As long as he's not doing the usual Chinese player thing of firing before... Okay, we're good. Before he leaves cover. I hope blurps didn't suddenly crap the bed for no reason. I refunded your player at Hale. You should have your stuff back. Okay, they are working good.
What are we waiting for?
Yes, thank you, Airtail. Come on, Leopard. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. I just want to talk to you. I just want to talk to you. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I don't bite a lot. Okay, that was a lie. I bite a lot. Very hard. Vigorously. Okay, got it. Those are close, aren't they? Those are very close. That we heard. Okay, good. I think it was just the John Wick blurb was one of those that doesn't actually function. We have a few of those that pop up occasionally. I could get a rocket plane right now, but I'm not going to. Oh god, he is right around that corner. Come on. Come on. And my ammo storage is empty. Lol, hit that poor bastard so hard his granddad felt it. Yeah. Sadly, that dude is over there was smacking us around like a... I'm not gonna make that joke. That one will definitely get me in trouble with the Google Gestapo. Okay. I love how this basically just makes this tank look like a Holstein. It's a little weird. Ah. Give me the jet already, you bastards. Okay, we got a Strife over there. Missed it by a nanosecond. Okay, what do we got? We have an a Q and... What was that? Oh, that's a MiG-23. Those are scary, let me tell you. From someone who's been having to play a lot of Ground Arcade Air Arcade recently, those are horrifying. Especially when they get dropped into a 7 match for some fucking reason. Like a piñata at a Mexican birthday party. Yes, that is a much more safe way of saying that, Aerodale. Thank you. I missed the bomber too. I wondered why I could suddenly see a drop in FPS. Hi, buddy. That's an FG1. What is an FG1? Mirage! Yay! Mirages are scary. I'm piloting a Mirage. He's piloting a Phantom. Of course he is. He did not kill me. We're good. The Mirage series of airplanes of jets is awesome. I love it so much. However, just about anything from America at this BR can absolutely rip it a new one if you give it half a second. Oh! Oh, yeah! There we go! Oh god, yes. Please. And thank you. Bomber time! Ah, now, if I was a betting man, I would put that there. No, you don't. Estrella. God. First Estrella. My worms eat out its eye holes. Wretched little creature. Foiled again. Wait, can I shoot him through the hole? I can shoot him through the hole. Hi! How's it going, buddy? Okay, that's a little droll. Hi, buddy. Come on. Poke out. Come on. Got one of them. Ah, I think I got the... I did get the Strife. Hmm. That one needs to go too. That's an F4F Phantom. Mutual kill, indeed, Aerodale. I can be happy with that.
Aviation on the way.
Make sure that what you're talking about is the same. Assume I don't, Rick. Hi, buddy. Assume I don't, and assume you're talking to a retard. You'll not be far off from the truth. I've got to stop. I gotta stop multitasking here. It's bad for my brain. My very small, very painful, very weak brain.
The loader's unconscious.
Assume you're talking to a retard, Rick. And assume I don't.
The enemy has most of the strategic zones.
The gun is ready for action.
Please don't. Oh god, it's a mesher. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god, oh no. Oh no. Please don't. Please don't. I'm good. I'm really good. Have a good rest of the evening, Sandy. Oh god. I'm not dead. They killed the Nesher, thank god. Oh. Hull down is there where the main body of the tank is below grade and only turret top and cannon missile pod is above grade. Less for enemy to pin kill, safer for the tank. Yes. The problem is in this game, a lot of time you're not where you can really embank and get a hit on someone. Yeah, have a good rest of the evening, Sandy. Oh. Okay, we got a starfighter inbound. That's a lot of bombs. That is an awful lot of bombs. I'm very glad I wasn't over there. F5 is doing his best, poor little fella. Oh no. No! 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 Please don't. Please don't. Please cease and desist your crazy actions. Thank you for the Mexican horn, Sandy. Ah. Hope you have a lovely rest of the evening. Oh, God damn it, they're taking Charlie. Okay. Now that I'm done hiding from Cass down here, let's get over to Charlie, take it, and kill whoever is on it. Find the halflings. Why, dude, I know the Stura meal is great, but please don't bring it into a top tier match. You're gonna get pounded like an aspiring rapper at a Diddy party, please. I'm begging you, for your own sake, don't do this. What was... Oh, that's another F-105D. Here we go gathering nuts in May, nuts in May, nuts in May. Here we go gathering nuts in May on a cold and frosty morning. I'm just a little tank, minding my own business. Not a threat at all. No big bad guys need to shoot me. Yeah, I don't... I would really prefer if people not bring in low-tier vehicles into top-tier matches. Like, you can get kills, but it's... Like, please. You're just gonna provide them with free ones. Oh! Speaking of free kills... Hi, buddy. He was in a jet. Definitely in a jet at the time. I can feel that in my loins. 5 kills, not bad. I still got it. I still got it, chat. What precisely it is, I will not specify. Good, you just keep going, Mr. Su-22. It's fine, you don't have to do that. There we go. 3rd place! 5 ground targets destroyed, 1 zone captured, and we were capping another zone as the match ended. Yes! 3,000 experience towards the next vehicle. Very nice. Oh, before I do that, Abrams, customization, camouflage. Let's turn that down and rotate it a little bit. I'm gonna rotate that like a shark. Okay, good boy. And I'm not just, my arm isn't just shaking because of the caffeine, it's also because of the milking the cow I mentioned. I think this is the most awake I've been on a live stream in a while. Man. Feels great. We're so close to a laser rangefinder. 370. What is our previous spike shell give us? Ah, that has a lot better pen. Lots better penetration. We like getting deep penetration, chat. You don't want to get too deep of penetration, because then you can blow your own ammo load up, and that's not nice, but, Oh, Alaska, yay. The land of salmon and bad accents. Okay, we'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. I think we're gonna go... Dude, that is one hell of a paint scheme, man. At least he doesn't have all the Dakimakuras on there. There's usually at least... Oh, he does. There we go. His very crusty ZDZ. With his, very crusty back end of his tank. I'm sure he's the belle of the cocky ball in his, many spare hours.
Destroy me if you wish. Nothing will change. For me, for you, for this world.
Ah, Trays in the Infinite. Yes, they may destroy me, but I'll be back in time. Like a Necron. Like a Necron with a score to settle. Come on, we can break this. Can't we? We can't. Damn it. What are you? What are you, and can I kill you? Wait, can we kill him? No, we can't. I don't like being here, because you're exposed so much. Thank you for the Blueberry Tail, Ray Phelan.
Whoa! How did I get here? Man, I'm so high! Whoa!
God damn hippies! Thank you very much for the Blueberry Tail. Oh, that's a T-80 UK. Wonderful. Challenger DS, because of course. Come on, poke your barrel out. Poke your barrel out again. I'll shoot it. I'll take it. That was, T-72. That was the Abrams. Full assist on him. We're fine. We're fine. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. I'm fine. It's fine. Doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. Okay, it bothers me. It bothers me a lot. That was perfect timing there. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, it's not fine. It's not fine, and I don't like being... Please don't touch me there. Oh god, that's a Mirage. Okay. And we have Estrella. He's screwed. Oh. Is that a T-90? That is a T-90. God. Nothing worse than filthy, filthy Russian tanks. Russian tanks are gay. God, I hate it when the people who make a game are basically in a giant "my dad is better than your dad" contest. Or they think they are. My tank is better than your tank. Why? Well, because, you see, I'm Russian and you're not. Can someone please kill the strange Russian man? I think we actually did pin there. Push around. Slowly and carefully. Be fine. Fine. Will not get fondled too hard, preferably. Come on, scout that guy. Thank you. Okay, we actually did push him back a long way. That's good. Okay, that's what I'm more worried about. That and that right there. PZ-2000. Bullcrap. Absolute and utter bullcrap. I don't buy that one, video game. Your hit detection is bullshit. Must dive. Must dive, 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 must dive. 2S26. Of course it was. God. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. I was saying something earlier. Or I was going to say something earlier. What was I going to say? Damn it. Brain. Oh, there we go. Aragorn. So Aragorn from Lord of the Rings. I've been recently rewatching Lord of the Rings movies and reading through the books. Because, as you do. And hey. Oh, that's scary. And the thing that's been really bothering me is the way Aragorn is depicted in the movies. Because Aragorn in the movies and Aragorn in the books are two entirely different characters. Aragorn in the movies is this doubting hero. He's this hero who, because of the failures of his house, kind of doesn't want to be king. And he's got this whole, he rejects his power, you know, what is rightfully his constantly, you know. You'll see this when he tells Legolas to sit down and all this. He's constantly rejecting what is his by right. And while that works with certain other characters in the... Damn it. With certain other characters in the books, that doesn't work with Aragorn. Because Aragorn is not at all like that in the books. Like, he is not a self-doubting character. He is not a character who lacks conviction in his actions. He is a character instead who... they treat him like an 80-year-old man. Aragorn is not young by the time of the Lord of the Rings movies. He's mid-80s, you know, mid to late 80s. He's had a ton of life experience. He's compared to a normal human, he's practically Superman. And he's been leading an entire army, basically. Not a big army, but, you know, couple hundred dudes for a while. And so he's no sweet summer child. And he's certainly not a character who is pushing back on who he is in any way, shape, or form. What he is instead in the books is Aragorn is very comparable in a lot of ways to characters like Rabute Gilliman. If you read any 40k lore. And what I mean by that is he is a character, despite all of his ability, and all of his power, and all of his strength, and all of his wisdom, is still not able to stand up against his enemy. Because it is not an indictment of his strength, it is an indictment of how strong his enemy is. he is facing off against Sauron. Proverbially, in this case. And he is an individual with great strength of character, but he is, yeah, he mentions it in the movies. He mentions that he's 87 in the movies to Eowyn. But he doesn't act like it a lot. He acts, in some ways, he acts very, like, kind of like a... Let me just get over here and get parked before I keep rambling. He acts kind of... It's hard... I don't want to... He acts a lot weaker than he does in the books, in the way he was. Because in the films, what are these cannons we've got? Oh, that's good. He does mention his age, but it's more like an offhand thing. He doesn't act his age in the books. I mean, in the movies. Whereas in the books, he does act his age. You get the sense that you're pretty early on, that you're dealing with someone who is much older and much more than they appear. And part of this is caused by the fact that they cut out the Grey Company. From the movies, and that's an issue. Because it removes a lot of the examples of what Aragorn actually is, like a leader of men. So if you actually, if you actually read the books, you have the entire thing that happens with the Grey Company, where a lot of Aragorn's kin, all that can be spared, as they say in the books, they show up at Dunharrow and are like, hey, we're here to help you out, man. But you don't get that. They also show up with the sons of Elrond, which doesn't happen in the movies, which always bugged me. Come on. Hi, buddy. Why did you bring that in here, man? That's a World War II era vehicle. Missed it by a nanosecond. But in the books, he is this very different character. It's more of a, it's less of a, oh, I don't want that, and more of a, I want it, but I understand why I need to wait. Because the last time one of his house showed up at Gondor and was like, yo, I want to be king, the Gondorians kind of had a civil war. And that's why in the book, when Aragorn shows up at Gondor, he doesn't just walk through the front door. Like, he leaves his banner outside, and I believe he leaves his sword, his banner, and there's a couple other things he leaves out there. But he leaves them out there as a sign of, I'm coming into the city to heal Eowyn and, ow. And Merry. As a private citizen. I'm not coming in to, claim my right as king. Because the last time a member of his house did that, the Gondorians revolted. Yeah, his turret got launched. Launched like a Houthi after an airstrike, good lord. So he is this character who is a lot more complex, I think, in the books than you get in the movies. And I think it's indicative of the style of writing you see in the Lord of the Rings movies, because the more I dive into the differences between the books and the films, the more I have issues. And I'm not saying that movies are bad. They're not bad by any stretch of the imagination. They're really good. They're really good movies. But as far as being lore accurate, they have a lot of issues. And they change a lot of characters, and they change a lot of the ethos and themes of what Lord of the Rings is. Nobody tosses a hoopty like an American. Yes. Indeed. Hey, they shouldn't have touched the boats. Don't touch the boats, man. We get grumpy when you touch the boats. We'll run a couple air battles just for the fun of it. And I really like the Jackson movies. Like, especially, like, I think The Return of the King and The Two Towers are my favorite. A lot of people think Two Towers is like peak Lord of the Rings movies, but they're all really, really good. I prefer... Canyon, Africa. I'm a heretic in that I prefer the... No pun intended. I prefer The Return of the King to The Two Towers for a lot of reasons. Largely because I like the subject matter it's covering a lot more. But I do also understand a lot of the issues with that movie, like all the stuff they left out. Like the Grey Company, like Prince Emerald of Dol Amroth, like all the other people in Gondor. And that's another big issue I take with those films, is that I love the inside of this cockpit. You can look down and see all the HVARs, and you actually get a sense for the kind of scale you're dealing with. I really take issue with the way Gondor is shown, because Gondor, if you just watch the movies, you're like, oh, Gondor is like a city with a couple, 1,000 people in it, and that's it. But if you read the books, you realize that, hey, Gondor is actually still a kingdom. Like, it's a fading kingdom, a kingdom in decline, but by the time of the Lord of the Rings movies, it is still a kingdom. Of course, there's an F2H Banshee up there. Is there a vampire around here? Oh, that was close enough. I can feel the backdraft off of him. Okay, we need to dive. Dive! Dive! I'm carrying way too many bombs. I don't want to drop the bombs because they're actually kind of expensive. Ah! Not worried. We really want to put those, but we'll take it. Okay. Yep, nothing I was going to be able to do there. I'm going to have to get in my F3D and climb like a homesick angel. 2,000 pounders. Let's head as high up as we can get. I think if we break 12,000 feet, we'll be good. I love this airplane so much. Because you have Prince Emerald Dol Amroth who shows up, which Dol Amroth not being in the movies, big issue. You have Forlong and a bunch of other people who come to help the city right before everything kind of goes to shit. And there's an F3D up here. Oh boy. Man, this is gonna be a rough one, isn't it? I usually like Africa a lot, but African canyons is difficult to really get right when you have a competent enemy team. And hey, good on them for being competent. I like seeing a challenge, but still. And it's also sad because you don't see characters like Baragont. He's not in there at all. Neither is his son, and they're both really cool characters. Thankfully, we do have the skies mostly to ourselves up here. Is he gonna round on me? Is he gonna try and put a quad set of 50 cals up my pooper? Nope, I'm good. Right? We're safe. Oh, those are actually 20 millimeters. I should have mentioned that. They're right there. Those are great cannons. I love them so much. Placing them off other people's tailpipes and pumping lead in vigorously is actually really good. There are... Okay, we've got attack aircraft, A4Bs, we're good. Okay, that's an F-86A. He is... Okay, is he climbing or is he just coming my general direction? He's just coming my general direction. I'm safe. Okay, and bombs out. Come on, 11 Gs! $15 Gs. Lost control, lost control, lost control. Come on, baby. Give me some speed. Daddy needs speed. Daddy needs speed right now. Mach 0.77. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh. Good. Much better. Okay. Okay. Oh, he's getting closer, and someone's dropped missiles. Crap. This is not a recipe for long life and happiness, damn it. Okay, we at least... That plane would rip apart above 7 Gs. Definitely, in real life. Thankfully, I don't play realistic. For exactly that reason. I was like, I was playing this realistic match, I believe it was in Germany. And, I tried to land a B-17, and I got into a dive, and I found out that if you get too high of a dive, the plane will literally, come apart at the seams. I was like, okay, back to arcade for me. Most of these planes in real life don't have nearly as, they're not nearly as resilient as they are in game. But then again, if it's too resilient, it's not fun for me anymore. I'm just that way. Or not resilient enough is what I meant to say. Damn it! Come here. Crit. Okay, let's not try and turn fight him because we need to keep up energy retention. That's a big pile of enemies over there. We really don't want any of that. Oh, we're all the way up in their spawn. Crap. Nope. 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 We're good. We're good. We're good. I promise. Don't want any. Don't want any. Don't want any. Come on. Got him. A little bit. Tagged him. Okay, that was cinematic. Seven Gs. Oh yeah. 7 great big juicy smackers. Okay, we're good. 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 We can probably stand to take another turn. We can probably lose these guys and turn around. Ah. No, they aren't, which is why I hate the F-35 in the Navy. Single engine ocean-based fighters tend to be suicide. Crap. Let's get past this and J out. Now we're gonna go do the funny, which a lot of people don't know you can do, but you can absolutely do, and it's actually pretty smart. If we can not get spotted. See, the thing is, most people ignore prop planes while there are jets up. So if you're lucky, you can get down there and fly low and slow like basically a fat milk jug with guns, and strafe their entire ground column, which is what we're going to attempt to do. That'll buff out. Yeah, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. That's an F-84 down there. Oh, no, that's a KI something. Wait, what was that? He's going for ground targets, isn't he? Yep, that's a KI-84. Hi, buddy. How you doing? He's a prop plane. I'm worried about him. I have a better turn radius than he does. And that definitely won't buff out. Thank goodness. G91. This is the Bearcat. It is one of the better American prop planes, in my humble estimation. I think it's one of the best. Come on. Let's cut that jet a new tail, shall we? There we go. Yep, this is the Bearcat. I've got it currently loaded out with 20mm cannons and 50 caliber gun pods. Hit the F-84. Man, he's got a good turn radius. We're losing a lot of energy with all these turns we're doing. Okay, check kill assist. F6S was a marked improvement on the Wildcat. Yes, I've actually had the Wildcat in this game, and it kinda sucks. The Bearcat is great. I love it so much. I would get the Tiger Cat, but I'm really just trying to fill out my, which is the big brother of this one. The twin engine, sorta, kinda, same-ish deal. Same series. The F7F. Come on. Come on. Come on, get in head on with me. Hey. Okay, that was funny. A little too funny. They didn't like that. They didn't like that at all. No, 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 no. There goes the other wingtip. Oh, God. I'm going to be flying a third of a plane by the time this is all said and done. Ah, tree kissing. Alright, F-80A Shooting Star, which is what we were working on last week, chat, and we got it, and it is pretty decent. I also got mine painted up specially. I like it looking like it's grinning at him. P-51H 5NA. I've had that one before, it's pretty good. The Bearcat can actually be loaded out with 1,000-pound bombs eventually, which I want that one when I can. If I can get that, that's gonna be great. Tiger Cat is an awesome plane, and the Black Widow Night Fighter was an upgrade on the Tiger Cat. Cool. Okay, we got an F-2H pushing hard towards our MiG-15. See if we can't head him off and put some 50 cals up his rear end. Need to lead shots a little more. Airtail was getting on me about that earlier. 7Gs, 9. Oh yeah, I'm reaching the part of this where... Hit! Crit! God, the gun placement on this makes shooting people a pain in the dick. Go away! Die! Die, foul creature. Kill assist. I'll take it. Your audio is crapping up a bit. Is there a loose cable connection? Let me see. Let me unplug it, plug it back in. Okay, what about now? Better, Rick? That make it worse? The lead indicator is made of lies, yes. In this case, 100%. Hi, Bockwolf, buddy. Seems fine to you, Aridhale? Okay. That doesn't show me as having any issues, but that don't mean nothing. Aircraft finished off, that's good. There's an F-8F up there. Really should hit some ground targets. I'm still up. Okay, seems better now. Good, good. Thank you. Thank you very much, Rick. Really do need to kill that AA. Okay. Let's pull on around here. Okay, that F-8F can probably go. Or that F-84, since he's closer. No, the F-8F is diving. We'll probably get on him a little faster. That other one is worrisome, but we can't really do anything about him at the moment. Oh, they got him already. Alright. F-84. Can we kill you? It's like that scene in Halo 2. Come down so that we may kill you. Get in line. Oh, that's painful. How bad is it? Oh, we got an oil leak. Okay, well, we're right by spawn. Okay. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in for the big time. Hopefully the flaps don't do what they usually do and just make me crash. Come on, brake. Brake, please. Don't worry, it's just a little paint. It'll buff right out, I promise. Ah, soft landing. So much better. What I guess I was trying to say with the whole Aragorn thing was it just bothered me how much was lost in the Jackson films. Okay, we're rearmed. That's good. From his character. Because they kind of made him a little bit generic. They had him do the standard hero's journey thing, which is not really his thing. Oh, we had gotten our, Yes. It has an overbite, like our calf at the moment. That calf is so funny. She walks around like this. That'll change as she gets older, but, okay, and gear up. We're fully repaired and ready to go. 180. We're rapidly climbing up towards 200, which is really where this plane should be. Like 285, 300 is about perfect. Got an F-80 out there. Who we got up? We got the F-80 and that's it. Means I can go bomb ground targets at my leisure. Unless they kill him. That F-8F has given it his best. God bless him. Best squad. Second place. 6 air targets destroyed, 9 ground targets destroyed, 4 kill assists. And I got on hand. Very, very nice. Drinks all around, ladies and gentlemen. 29,000 out from the F2H2 Banshee. And we got the Tiny Tim rockets for the F-84B. Very cool. Very, very cool. So let's see. As far as awards, I got First Strike. Rank does not matter. Shadow Strike, X3. Supporting Fire, X2. Ground Force Rescuer, X3. Teamwork, X2. Soft Landing, 1. Eye for an Eye. Bomber Rescuer, Best Squad, and On Hand. Very good. Feels good, don't it? Okay, we need to grab a G suit for the pilot of that plane. And we are only 29 out from the F2H. Speaking of shitty failed adaptations, we was Snapes and Masters of the Black Arts and shit is, that one's gonna be interesting. That show is gonna go down in history as one of the worst ever. I would bet you that. Having a, yeah, that's a choice they made. I'm for the people who aren't terminally online, I am referring to the Harry Potter TV show that has decided to cast Snape, Severus Snape, the pale, stringy-looking weirdo, as a person of color. Which is, that's a choice. That is one hell of a choice. Not a good choice, not a very smart choice in any case, but it's a choice they made. I'm not gonna repeat that one, Rick, because that one will get me in trouble. That's, just wait until they get to the tree scene. Oh, yeah. Harry Potter's dad, member of the KKK, confirmed. Oh, God. He'd fit right in around here. No. God. Hanging him from a tree. Harry Potter's dad is just over there like, we don't want your kind around here. What do you mean, your kind? Just what do you mean, you people? Good Lord. Just remember, 13% of the wizarding community cast 50% of the all of the dark arts curses. Yeah. Great job, Warner Brothers. Real good thinking. Never go full retard. Okay, MiG-9. F-84G. Come on, I can catch him. Where are you, prikey bastard? Die. Crips and the Mudbloods. Mudbloods with an attitude. Oh god, there are gonna be so many jokes that come out of that show. Really politically offensive jokes that are gonna be very funny. Alright, time to make like a B-Wing from Star Wars. The extended universe version, not that crappy TV show. And try and land this bad boy. Please God, we can do it. We can do it. I believe in you, F-84. No. Diagon Alley has everything locked behind glass. Oh, Aaron, hell, you are going to hell for that one, son. Well, you see, Professor Dumbledore, I just have a problem with Professor Snape. Why? Is it because he's black? I can see the new Snape at the Hogwarts dance. Do you mind if we dance with your date, Potter? Snape teaches the alchemy class, doesn't he? Too many jokes. Oh, man. Provides easy access to, well, certain materials. Can you put spinner rims on a broom? Oh, God. Got him. Gotcha, bitch. Now I'm thinking of that Chris Rock stand-up special he did. Oh dear. Nope. ME-262, my dude. How are ya? 50 caliber machine gun shells are great right up until they're not. Kill assist. Ooh. Yeah, that's a less than ideal scenario. Dumbledore catches him smoking a magical bong. We was wizards and shit. Snape's cauldron only makes two things, purple drink and Cosby Cola. Damn it, Rick, you are definitely gonna get me banned off YouTube. God, man. That was funny, but still. Oh, God. The thing is, oh, what's his face? Kylo Ren, whatever that actor's name is. I'm blanking on it at the moment. He would have been perfect. He's the right age. He'll make it to the end. There are a bunch of weird women who think he's hot. You get the sex appeal part that they apparently wanted from the black guy. Like, they could have gone with him, but no. I gotta stick it to the chuds. Adam Driver, yes. Just trying to dump those H-bars. I'm not actually trying to hit anything. Feasting hall serves a suspiciously large amount of KFC. Yeah. Do we have to have chicken again? Don't say that. Snape will start Muddled Blood Lives Matter. Well, if I remember correctly, he was actually kind of... Wasn't he, a little clan hoodie himself about that? You have cannons, don't you? No, but he has 50 cals. Loaded with, I think those are tracers, or maybe universal clips. Belts. Belts. Definitely belts. Okay, F2H time. Big old twin-engine beast. Buckbeak outside Hagrid's house was sitting among empty KFC buckets, empty Sprite bottles, and a lot of water. Yep. Well, that's one of them statements that'll get you in a hell of a lot of trouble with the right people. Oh god, I want to make a joke right now, but I'm not going to do that, because I value having a channel. Yeah, you got 50 cals, I got 20 millimeters. Or maybe he might have those weird British machine guns. I forget what those are called. Got him. But he got me. Mutual kill. How's the ground taste? We've got a backup to spend. Let's do it. I don't know what the problem is, Pete. I say this shit in New York City. Yes, but the thing is, there are things you can get away saying outside that you can't exactly get away with saying on YouTube. The management here is rather prickly when it comes to certain subjects. And I attempt to tread somewhat carefully. I don't want them to do the weird thing where they made my channel basically disappear for a little while. That was a scary, scary event. F9F, can you... Well, sir, I'd really prefer it if you didn't. Someone kill him, please. There's no way I'm gonna catch him. He is not pursuing me. Thankfully, I have managed thus far to avoid any TOS violations, but then again, I'm a pretty small channel. Tried to pull off at the last second there in the wrong direction. Okay. Do I keep grinding that one? Nah, it'll be fine. Turn the hanger and go run another one. So they can't have an issue at all. We're talking about... All we're talking about are Wizards of the Dark Arts and Basketball Americans, yes. The baleful gaze of the flaming eye and the great tower of YouTube can be drawn by simply having too much fun. Yes. Yes, Airedale. Not to mention, there's always someone, usually, who gets offended for no reason and then goes and reports your channel for saying naughty things. Because they're offended. Like, you're an older white lady, though. I don't care. That was racist. It's like, we're gonna do this, aren't we? F-84G RE. I do like jets. I usually do okay in jets. This is... Jingzhou. Yay, we're in China. That's pretty. If you're offended, blame me, not Pete. Well... See, in realistic, I would be ripping parts off right now, but we are in arcade, so... please. Let's just do this. Oh, careful. Slow and steady. Okay, we're good. Air brake retracted. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. AA, protect me. Jingzhao sounds like a beer. It does, actually. F-84G-RE, the Recon Edition, means it's faster and poorly armed, if at all. This one has... I believe it is... Let me count. This one has a couple of machine guns. They're all 50 cals. Yeah! This one has 50 cals. The 50 cals are actually a lot of fun. But, yeah, when it comes... And it's actually pretty well armed as far as, like, secondary weapons you can slap on it. So that may just be a case of the game, as usual, not being particularly true to form. What's that up there? That's a TU-4. Hi, buddy. How you doing? How's the wife and the kids? Not great, huh? Tomorrow is going to be a very, very interesting time, let me tell you. If they drop the Oblivion remake, I am going to be so unbelievably happy. I'm going to bounce up and down probably a lot. Which I still do that occasionally. It's just a habit I've mostly broken. It used to drive my third oldest brother crazy. I get really excited, I bounce up and down. No. Please, get away from me, you filthy little German creature. God. It's like a dog that you've... It's like a bulldog. It's like a really ugly, ugly bulldog. Air brake, air brake, air brake. Overshoot, overshoot, overshoot. Ah, good, he's dead. Ah. The thing is, it's not being done by Bethesda. So Emil Pagliarillo, who is a flaming leftist, and Todd Howard, who is also kind of sort of a flaming leftist, but he keeps a lid on it, usually, they're not involved, really, beyond, like, you know, hey, here's the IP, go crazy. So I'm not too worried about it being super woke. Why won't they make a 3D Daggerfall with... Well, you see, I can actually answer the whole Daggerfall one, because Daggerfall is a repudiation of their entire design philosophy, so that's why they're never going to do a Daggerfall. Crap. The reason they won't do a Daggerfall is because Daggerfall is a repudiation of everything they are. Oblivion was Todd Howard's, like... I think that was his first, like, full control, no Ted Peterson, no any of the other guys involved from back in the old days at Bethesda. So that's why I think that's why they're doing Oblivion. Oblivion's a great idea. I would like to see Oblivion with modern graphics. It's like 20 years old at this point. 20-something years old. It'd be great to have a modern-day Oblivion. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how this Oblivion stacks up against Sky Oblivion from the modding team. Like, that would be great to see. But... Come on, F2H, turn around, bring them to us. Bring him to me. You good man. You good man. Got him. Oblivion is, in my opinion, the best modern day Like, it is probably the best modern-day Elder Scrolls. If you're not looking for, like, 2D Daggerfall-era Elder Scrolls, it's probably the best one. That's a controversial opinion because a lot of people just, you know, gobble Morrowind's bits, but I personally prefer Oblivion. I like Oblivion's enchanting, I like Oblivion's gameplay, I like Oblivion's class system so much better than Morrowind's. But Oblivion has a couple of issues, and really big issues that I want to see addressed in this remake. I want to see them fix... Daggerfalls is the best Elder Scrolls, hands down, period. Not necessarily the one I always have the most fun with, but it is definitely the and Daggerfall Unity is definitely the best Elder Scrolls. The graphics are total ass on the OG Daggerfall. That, like, it's a good art style that really does a lot to try and ameliorate the issues with the game, but it's an art style that is ameliorating the issues with the game. And you can get the modern day, like, graphics pack off of Nexus, but it's still only going to be a really pretty 2D game. I prefer, of all the Elder Scrolls games, my top 3 are, how I rank it is Daggerfall, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Oblivion, Skyrim, and Morrowind. And Arena last, because Arena's control scheme is just absolute butt cancer. It's terrible. Like, you can play it. There's a lot of fetch quests that could be repaired in Oblivion 2. The biggest issue with Oblivion has always been the leveling. If they can fix the leveling issue, which is where... So, the thing about Oblivion's leveling system, chat, a lot of you are probably not aware of this if you haven't played it. Oblivion's leveling basically makes the enemies a couple levels below you, no matter what level you are. Like 2 or 3 levels below you. So, yeah, damn near unplayable. You can technically do it, and I have played it a bit. But it is definitely a very arcane control scheme. Like, deep, dark magic of the, you know, darkest void. It's an absolute pain in the keister to play. Oh, he got me with a... That thing has, 20 millimeters. But the biggest problem with Oblivion is the leveling. If they can fix the leveling, the game would be probably the best Elder Scrolls game, hands down. I like the story of Oblivion better than I like Skyrim's, or really Morrowind's for that matter. I like the characters better, generally, like fucking Martin Septim, best man, absolute bro. Not to mention, he's done by fucking Sean Bean. Martin Septim, best bro. And then there's just the way for example, the enchanting is done better than in Morrowind. Morrowind's enchanting is far too RNG's to see. It can be a real pain to play. Come here, Saber. Oh, please stop. Cease your foul actions, creature. God. I hate that thing so much. It's got such a narrow profile. Makes it so hard to hit. Get off my tail, you wretched little scud muffin. But yeah. Oblivion is one of the best Elder Scrolls games. And if they do a remake, and if the remake is good, we get that this year, and we get the fan remake, Skyblivion, which will use Skyrim's engine to update Oblivion to basically being a lot more similar to Skyrim in certain ways. And we know, because I watched the developer, one of the devs live streams the development cycle on YouTube. You can actually go look it up. It's really cool. They did fix the leveling issues, so that's really exciting. So if, and to be fair, to be quite honest, I don't know if this one is going to do terribly good, because right now, Bethesda has burned a ton of fan goodwill. Like, the fans, after Starfield, after Fallout 4, after all of the recent debacles they've had as a studio, they're just not very popular at the moment, not to mention, you have... I can kill him. Come here, you Russian bastard. And your wing is gone. He J'd out. After all of that, I'm not sure how well Oblivion will do at launch. Because I think, A, they're shadow dropping it supposedly tomorrow. Most people haven't even heard of it who aren't, like, online a lot. So I don't know how well it's going to do at launch. But I think if it's good, it could do an awful lot towards restoring Bethesda's reputation as a studio. But the problem is, it's not Bethesda doing it. It's Bethesda in association with Virtuos. Ow. It's like, I feel like Deadpool after his fight with Colossus. Come here. I need someone to crash into. You'll do. No! 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 Okay. We've completed another row of experience for the F8F 1B. Bearcat. Oh, 1,000 pounders sounds very sexy, but I'm going to throw an engine injection so we can keep energy up. Can Bethesda get their reputation back as long as Todd keeps paying Anita Sarkeesian and hates the players? I don't think it was... So as far as I understand, it wasn't Todd paying Anita, it was, what's the studio? God. The retards who made Not Avowed, Dishonored. The Dishonored mental midgets. Those are the ones who are currently supplying Anita Sarkeesian with, currently and in the past supplying Anita Sarkeesian with gainful employment. For some fucking reason. We're only 22,000 out from the F2H. Modifications. Yes, I want to be able to have new belts of ammo for the F84G 21RE. Todd was too. The thing is, I don't have anything I can like cite for sources on that. I have to go source, but through source, but I haven't been able to find anything of Bethesda actually having Anita hired on. Now, they do have a DEI department, and they do have a DEI statement on their company page, but I couldn't find anything about them employing Anita Sarkeesian directly. They owned the studio that was employing Anita, but I couldn't find anything of them doing it themselves. Rick, so... Oh, we got something. Eye in the sky. Get reward. Infantry backpack. Yay. 3 of 7. Now I just need a few more things. Let's see, what is it? Please tell me it's something. It is not anything good. I will not be buying that. Item recycling. Recycle items. Maybe we can throw on a booster here. Come on. Please be good. Big money, big money, big money, big money, and crap. But yeah, I don't have any, like, hard and fast evidence that she was employed at Bethesda. As for other, but there are other studios that Bethesda owns that she was. There's also the not insignificant issue that Bethesda does employ people, because the thing is, and I don't think a lot of people realize this, Bethesda doesn't need Anita Sarkeesian to be woke. Okay? Bethesda doesn't need a political officer like that in their studio, because they're run by people who are danger-haired dog crap merchants themselves. Like, people don't realize this, I think, because their memories are short, or they weren't online at the time. But when Starfield came out, and I called him on his crap for this, Emil Pagliarulo had an absolute fit over the whole, the as thing. As going, fucking boring! You fucking boring! That one made Emil Pagliarulo just absolutely blow his top. Because he is an extreme left-wing nutso. He's a complete nutter. And, he drinks the Kool-Aid. And he is he hates his audience. That's the first thing. So outside of his political and his wishes to push his political messaging in his stories, he hates his audience. He thinks his audience is stupid. He thinks that his audience should do what he wants. And he thinks that player choice and freedom, basically, and he doesn't say a lot of this out loud, but he thinks player choice and freedom is wrong. Which is why he tries to force people into a single course. And if you need a good example of this, look at any quest in Skyrim. Okay, like any of the main faction quests. You can't tell anyone no in those quests. Like the companions, like if you want to do the quest, there isn't a second option. There isn't an option B for the companions quest. You have to become a werewolf. Well, it doesn't make this sense for my character. Don't care. Have to. And if you don't do it, well, you can't be part of the companions. Which makes no sense from a lore context. But of course they're going to make that happen in there. So that is one of the issues with Emil Pagliarulo before you get to the politics. But his politics are extremely left-wing. And he... Just stay over there. And his actions bear out the things he said. So that's why whenever people are like, Bethesda has it's like they don't need it. They don't need to hire a lot of these people like other studios do, because they already have those people there. And part of this is what I call the plague of Looking Glass Studios. Because Looking Glass Studios is where a lot of these woke ideologues, because it was Looking Glass Studios back in the day. They made a lot of great games. Thief. Ton of other great games way back in the day. And so they got this reputation for being super high quality and making super great stuff. And the problem with that is they did 3 decades ago. But that's not who they are now. You have a bunch of extremely left-wing people from Montreal or wherever else it is, or Seattle, who do not like their audience. And trained to have a certain mindset towards how to make games. And what a game should be. And the problem is a lot of them are really pretentious auteur types. Crap. Who, outside of their very specific style of games that they're good at making, like, for example, like Thief. You know, probably part of the reason you see Stealth Archers being the most busted build in Skyrim is because half the people there are former Thief heads. I mean, the lead game designer is a former Thief dude, a former Thief creator, who still has a massive boner for Stealth Archers. You know? It's the old, my dad is better than your dad argument. Except, you know, he's the developer of the game, so you can't be like, no, the warrior is better than the mage, because, no, of course not. Got the 82, good. Man, I did not even see him until I got, like, right there. I can hit that from here. I would try to toss bomb that, but I'm pretty sure I'll miss. No, that's too far out. We're gonna have to get low, get under the AA cover, and come in over the lake. We're going pretty fast at the moment. And in 3, 2, 1, and we're gone. For their AA can lock us. That was nearly perfect. That's the problem. Yeah, it is. That is the problem. Once they become successful, they stop relying on quality and use their name to sell their games. And that's the problem with far too many of these game devs. And people are catching on, I think. You know, for example, a good Dragon Age the Veilguard. You know, people don't associate studio names necessarily with quality anymore because most people are aware that who was there back in the day doing those games is not who's there now. Pucker factor 9,000. Good lord. F2H. Of course it is. Maybe we can. I don't think anyone is probably going to be pre-ordering the next Mass Effect game, for example. Tiger Cat, how you doing, buddy? Not too great. Oh, I've seen better days. Okay, come on. Oh, we're gliding. We're gliding. Oh. Still, 17 ground targets destroyed, 4 air targets. Not bad so far. Ah. I'm not even getting serious yet. Yes, it was Cuckman, and, yeah. Also, you know, I don't think people are going to be too excited for what's Neil Druckmann's latest Opus. What's that game called? The name is something retarded and pretentious. The one about the prophet. It's the one that's going to be, I think it's criticizing Christianity. Was something along the lines of what he said. It's like, yeah, frickin' Stunning and Brave in 2004, you absolute hack. So we're going to be taking a look at how religion, you know... Funny how they don't ever go after a certain other religion I can mention that is arguably a lot meaner to their particular special groups. Again, the reason they don't do that is because if they did, they'd get blown up. Tuckman's Opus. No, go ahead and do other men, and I'm okay with it. Well, it is Neil Druckmann we're talking about. He's probably absolutely fine with that. But then again, I don't think he's actually into women, so he's not into Anita Sarkeesian. He's into dudes. Very obviously into dudes. Have you seen Abby's forearms? Those things are thicker than mine. That's saying something. Big bada boom, yes. Yes, Grizzled. Oh god, that is some... Oh yeah, baby. Ow, there goes my wing. And a good half of my fuselage. What is the name of that game? I'll have to look it up when we get out of this match. Because now that I thought about that, I do need to talk about that at some point. Because that game is going to be an absolute abortion. Well, we're gonna wish it was aborted. It is going to be so unfathomably bad. I want to make a joke here about that, but I'm not going to, Rick. Besides, Anita is not, Anita actually is of the non-transmission variety. She's not a manual transmission. She is a natural automatic, if you get what I'm saying. Not a converter. But I don't think games like that are gonna just be able to get away on their mist. Damn it. Okay, let's try this with a Panzer. We hit. We also got hit by our own round. Intergalactic Heretic Prophet, Druckmann's Dreck. You can go look it up, it's on her birth certificate. She is a woman, she's just really ugly. Usually I don't brag on someone's looks, but... I mean, have you seen my face, dude? I got teeth like I look like I came out of Britain with their god-awful medical system. Mission objective complete. Don't know who we have bombing targets up there, but he's great. Thunderer! What is a woman? Yeah, so that's a good question. Intergalactic Heretic Prophet, Druckmann's new project is, yeah, that one I don't think is gonna do too well. Especially not if it is what it looks like, it's probably not gonna do too great. And, you know, I don't think anybody is going to be surprised when a lot of these really, really political projects start to fail, you know? This is, I think that the next 4 years is when a lot of these studios' chickens are going to come home to roost, so to speak. Because I have a suspicion about the Oblivion remake, okay? This is my wild, wacky theory, okay? My wild, wacky theory is that 3 years ago, because it's 2025 now, Bethesda was bought by Microsoft in 2022, okay? 3 years ago, when Microsoft bought them, when Small and Flaccid got their hands on the Bethesda Golden Goose, they realized that the Golden Goose was actually just a normal goose, and the problem was, while it does lay eggs, the modern eggs are kind of crap. As in Starfield. Because while Starfield did some great things, Starfield has all of the issues. Okay? And very little of the charm and the appeal of the old games because, yeah, Starfield was written by Emil Pagliarulo, and Emil Pagliarulo sucks.
Attention to the map.
Sorry, I'm getting pinged by a friend. If it has ovaries and uterus and no Y chromosome, it's a woman, yes. However, yep, as long as it has more X's in its chromosomes than Martin Sheen's marriage history, you're fine, usually. Okay, that's... Or is it Charlie? It's Charlie who's the one who's the massive, well, both of them. Let's be real here. Oh god, what is it? What are you? You're an F-84, aren't you? Yeah. Please. The world's tiniest violin plays in the background. Okay. Let's just try and go hit some normal ground targets. But yeah, I think that the next... So after... I think that after Microsoft bought Bethesda, they realized that the Golden Goose wasn't going to be laying any more golden eggs, and so they realized that they're going to either have to slaughter the goose or just get the goose to produce normal eggs and, you know, eat what they can off of that. And then they're like, oh, wait a second. You know what we could do? We could go find all, like, the old eggs that this thing crapped out in the shed, clean them up, and sell them again. And that's exactly what they're going to start doing. I would bet you that within the next 3 to 4 years, you will see a remake of Oblivion, Morrowind, okay, that's an F-80C. Good strike. Good airstrike, good airstrike. Missed. You're going to see remakes of all their old stuff because they realize that their new stuff isn't going to sail. And so now they're just going to try and basically pull a cargo called Industrial Complex and survive on the glories of the past. And the thing is, Bethesda has enough really good games, they can probably pull that off for a little while. A little while, at least. Probably not as long as they'd like. But they can do it for a bit. So you'll probably see a remake of, you know, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, eventually, Daggerfall, possibly. Probably after, like, Todd Howard and Emil Pagliarulo get booted, because I bet you Elder Scrolls 6 is going to have a lot of issues. Like, if Elder Scrolls 6 isn't outright politically charged, because remember, Elder Scrolls was invented by a couple of people who are very progressive, and I have no problem with their, you know, not that there's anything wrong with that. For example, you know, if I remember correctly, Ted Peterson is batting for the other team, so to speak. Hi A4E, how you doing? That's one of the bots. Why do I hear something making jet noises? Oh, it's an F3D. Of course it is. Yeah, Bethesda is basically pulling a cargo called Industrial Complex, and they're trying to offer up the past and all the nostalgia from it to their raging, pissed-off fans. Rank does not matter. Okay. What is that? Ah, there you are. Hello. Hi, Sue. How you doing? It's an SU-9. Oh, yeah. Bearcat just gunned down a Skyhawk. Lol. Yeah. Yeah, you can get the, I have killed the actual, like, player ones with this, the A4. But it's a lot more difficult because they're not retarded like the bots are. But yeah. But he bled his energy hard. And it was a bot. I'm pretty sure. If you can get in head-on with a lot of the jets, the Bearcat actually does really well because of the 20mm cannons and the 50 cal pods that I have on it. I just perpetually run those now because they're really good. Anti-air. Okay, that meteor is way up there. He's not a threat for the moment. 7,000 meters out, I'm not too concerned. This guy, on the other hand, can absolutely go. Can we catch him? Probably not. Got another F2H on his tail, so we'll have to see what happens. Yep, he got him. Let's try and hit their AA real quick, because this, we do really need to start working on trying to hit ground targets. Ow. Half of my tail is hurt. To quote How to Train Your Dragon, the TV show part of it. Oh, I am hurt. I am very, very hurt. Oops. And you're going to see a lot of these studios start doing that, I think. I think you'll probably see them go back and remake all the old God of War games. They'll go back and... Hi, Meteor. How you doing? And my tail is mostly toast. Come on. Come on. Regain control. Good boy. I am flying like a quarter of an airplane at the moment. This is some bull crap right here. Chat, this is what we call... Yeah. we're not going to be able to keep control of her, I don't think. Yep. Pop out. F-84G-21RE. So there is... Where's the most, like, ground targets still up? Over here and over here. The ones we can actually kill are probably these and these. Because this thing doesn't have any rockets or guns on it at the moment. I mean, or cannons on the moment on it. So, yeah, there's a P-63 down there. Damn. He's probably doing the very scary thing that thing can do with the big frickin' cannon in the nose. Can't remember if it gets a 30mm or a 20. Damage. 15 Gs. Recover, 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 recover. Mission accomplished. My place in team, 5th. Good. Very good. I like that a lot. 18,000 out from the F2H2. So yeah, if the Oblivion remake comes out tomorrow, and if I can manage to scrounge up the extra funds, I will probably buy it, and that may interrupt our Rogue Trader streams on Wednesday. Or it may interrupt this stream. I may stop doing Warthunder for a weekend or two and start doing the Oblivion remake, because that game, if it's good, well, we get to, you know, you all get to watch me play through one of the better Elder Scrolls games, and I would like to have streamed the original, but it has issues with with OBS. It doesn't like it very much, which is a little annoying. We'll probably do one more match in here at 6 o'clock. But I do think that if we can get into... I think if we can get a good Oblivion... If it's good, we get to play through that, and if it's bad, well, we get to roast it. And I really hope it is good, because, you know, I like good games. I like playing good games. I like having things I can talk about that I enjoy, and I don't just, you know, rag on all the time. You got a meteor down low. Back there we got a pair of B-57s. This is Normandy, so... yeah. There's a big airfield there you can capture if you're really lucky, but the problem with that is the enemy team, both sides usually mob that one like a fat chick at a buffet. So... mindful of that. And he collided. Okay, what do we got back there? Nothing for the minute. I'm just going to be mostly flying circles right here because we're trying to keep this point capped, and we're going to try and kill anyone who comes in for a piece of us. MiG-21, what the heck is he doing in here? You are way below your PR, sir. That is a frightening airplane to see. He gets guided missiles. And a bad attitude. Also gets a really good cannon, or set of cannons, if I remember correctly.
I fart in your general direction.
Yes, Sarah Hale. Be quiet. Okay. Let off most of that energy. F2H coming in low and slow. Well, low and fast, actually. But he's going for the F-89. And he's pushing more towards being Bravo's problem than... Nope, he's coming around. He's coming around. Let's light him up. IL-28's coming in, too. IL-28.
Your love of the halfling's leaf has clearly slowed your mind.
Do it!
Ow. Ah. Let's go. Couldn't quite pull out in time. Many such cases. Many such cases. Thank you for the blurp. Oh, there are a couple that didn't appear. Aridhale and Rick. Okay, well, as far as first airplanes goes, that wasn't terrible. Let's take out the F-80A. Wonder if it would be better with tracers. God, this plane is pretty. Like, I love the inside of the cockpit. Before starting, forms 1 and A, F. Parking brakes. Landing gear, lever, and clips. Fuel, oxygen, armament switch. Before takeoff, generator, flight controls, and boost. Trim tabs, wing flaps, emergency fuel, instruments. Before landing, landing gear, emergency fuel, wing flaps, armament switch, instruments. Before instrument or night takeoff, lights, pitot heater, instruments, radio, flashlight. That's your checks. Pilot's checklist. It also has the bomb salvo switch, which is cool. It's F9F, that's the guy who killed us. What? Okay, he cannot be shooting at me, he's shooting at him. Wondered why I saw the tracers out there. Let's kill that meteor and that F2H. They keep coming this way. We're chasing that F-86A real hard. I got him. Way closer than I was. Got rounds, warheads on foreheads a lot faster than I did. Ow. Well, that's not nice. It's that little gremlin, isn't it? The gunfowl creature. I hate the hoe. That's a nice touch. Yes, it is. I appreciate them having that in here. Where is the landing strip? It's that way. It's a long way to go. Ow. I am hurt. I am very, very hurt. They got the pre-flight checklist. They got the bomb switches. They have the starter and batteries. Cowl flaps, water ends, utility, VHF, Navig receiver, IFF power, windshield, everything. Good lord. Well, I'm doing pretty good for flying half an airplane here. If we can get landed, we can actually repair this bad boy. Of course, it might be wiser just to crash it and take the L, but I'm already over here, why not? Windshield defroster, yeah.
The airfield is ours. We must hold it. Most of the strategic zones are captured.
Air brake extended. Okay. It's not coming on the grass. Too far into the grass, and we should be good. Okay, we're good. Now we can repair. We will be back up and functional and able to shoot people and do things in a couple of seconds. Ah.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win. Attack the A point.
This is gonna be an anyone could win this one. Very nice line. I appreciate the compliment, Aerodale. I really like that one too.
The enemy has captured the airfield. We need to regain control of it immediately.
B-29 out there. Ho, 229. 84.
The enemy has captured the airfield. We've got to act fast.
Let's get over there as quickly as possible.
We've captured the airfield. We must not let the enemy recapture it.
Gear up. Flaps raised. Climbing in speed and in altitude slowly. Much better. Alright. We'll probably get blown up as soon as we get to the battlefield, but I'm very happy with that landing. Very, 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 very happy with that landing. Deeply satisfied. Like your mom, lol. Okay. Alpha is free for the moment. Wouldn't it be terrible if someone were to take it and fondle it? Yes, it would, because it's an enemy doing it. Let's make him go away.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
Make the mean man's pee-pee explode.
The enemy has captured the airfield. We've got to regain
Violently.
control of it immediately.
I cast testicular torsion. That plane has a weird outline, but I kind of dig it. Okay, he's that way.
The airfield is ours. We've got to
Come
hold
on,
it.
you know you want to, F-86. Come on in here. Come on in. Come on, son, don't be shy. Well, this is a pickle, isn't it? Oh yeah, he took me apart. Thoroughly unpleasant. Alright. We're not going to be able to capture Bravo until someone gets rid of all those tanks and APCs on it. Time to go forth and not die, preferably. We're going to get low to where we can boom and zoom. We're going to get lower than your average game journalist morality. Where we're almost brushing the tips of the trees. SK. Okay, that's a problem. What is he got on the... Oh, it's that one. It's the SK-60B. Yep, he's got the two gigantically overpowered cannons at this VR. God, I hate that thing. I abhor it. It's a wretched, terrible design. It's not fair in any way, shape, or form. It is horrifically overpowered. B-57, yeah. Going back there and landing was probably a mistake. See, the thing is, it gets two, I believe it's rotary cannons in the nose, or it's, yeah, in the gun pods on the sides, and their fire rate is just vert, which is why we got hit like we did, and I think he was loading with stealth belts, because I didn't see any shells going by.
Another zone captured, we have the advantage. Awesome.
3D. Alright. We are holding all the zones for the nanosecond. It's good. Very good, in fact. Okay. I need to get into the thickest furball possible so I can use this plane to its maximum effect. P-39. Can't remember if it's prop plane or not. I think it is. That ME-163 worries me, though. For an awful lot of reasons. Let's get down on our man here. Ooh, yep, he's going down. Going down like a conserva thought on Elon Musk's dong. Let's go. Okay. TF2 heavy. I fear no thing, but that's it. I fear no man, but that thing scares me. Yes. And the quarterback is toast. Now, there's a pair of dudes down there on a recoilless rifle. Let's make sure that that ceases to be a thing. IL, my man. Come on down. You know you want to. Aww. Sag. Not a terrible one to end it on, though. We didn't do awful that match. We're pretty close to getting the airplane we're hunting. But I'm going to call it there, chat. We are 3 hours in, and I need to go take a leak and deal with whatever else is going on out there. I can hear loud noises, you can't, but don't worry about it. It's fine. Thanks, everyone, for coming by. Rick, Grizzled, Sandy, Arid Hale, Natty. I greatly appreciate it. And all my wonderful, wonderful lurkers. Thank you all very much. Links are in the description and in the pinned comment if you want to support me. And I hope you all have a wonderful Easter Sunday, and I hope you have a great day tomorrow as well. God fucking speed. And I'm gonna call it here. So, have a great evening. This has been Pete, the Radical Nerd.